This is a different live stream than usual. So we're gonna head over to Steak and Shake, and hopefully I can win something, but we'll see. The whole downside about the claw machine and Steak and Shake is the fact that the claw, the strength never stays at one thing. It bounces around all over the place. So I mean it's weird. So there is that. Okay, there's that to talk about. And I've had people asking me, why are beanbag claws always so weak? Well, they've always been that way. Obviously, you got to take into consideration the weight of the plush. So obviously, you got to change your claw strength according to that. Heavier plush, you want the claw stronger, obviously. With lighter plush, you want the claw weaker. And changing the claw strength will also affect your payout ratio too. So I mean, there's also what they call a happy medium. So what we mean by that is there is a sweet spot on how you want your machine set, basically. But when I talked, when I got an update about the rainbow kit crane situation with Kittleton and NEN, so what's going to happen by the time next year rolls around, you're going to start seeing rainbow cranes being phased out at your local Walmarts, and the Japanese Kittleton mini cranes will be brought out. But from my understanding, it's going to be the newer Kittleton minis. So there is that. A friend of mine just honked the horn at. It's cool. Great to see you. But as I was saying, the ones that I played at the movie theater, the Kittleton minis, those were the older models. So obviously the older models, you know, I guess they didn't, work out the kinks. I guess you can say they didn't work out the kinks in them. And quite frankly, I think that's what they should have done before Kittleton was allowed to produce those minis and get them out and market to other companies. Now, of course, with my company, I'm not letting Kittleton merge with me at all. However, if I could, I would actually buy a set of mini cranes and actually, you know, have them out on location, have my own Kittletons. But there again, I wouldn't mind having some for the house so I can study them. Hello. So the whole idea, the whole intent to get my first set of minis, which would stay at home from Kittleton, which would be the whole intent to study them and how much different they are compared to my minis and all that fun jazz. So I want to be able to, study the Kittletons inside out, and there's that. But the problem is with the newer with the older Kittletons or first sets. They were having issues. If you guys referred back to, I believe it was episode 46 underneath the Mat 2 and claw machine, where I take on the Kittletons, and you'll see that some of them had issues. A few of them had issues with the claw not going down, while others, there were 2 of them that had issues with the claw not going down, and there was another with an error code at the bottom row, which was the one I was going to play next. So, but, you know, it is what it is. I really didn't have a lot of problems winning from the Kittletons, really. I got lucky because it was Super Bowl, and that's really the best time to play them if you really want to have a standing chance at beating machines that set much tougher than the current mini claw machines that you see out today. I mean, obviously the rigging, it's much different compared to the Kittletons. My Super Mini and Extreme Super Mini, they rig differently versus my E-Lot and the Kittletons. The Extreme Super Mini, it acts like it's got a 3-stage, which it does. So that solely means that machine doesn't solely rely on the high power for payout strength. It also relies on that high power. It relies on that high power as well to grab. So obviously that is something else that we need to worry, take into consideration. Every mini claw machine system is different. Obviously my Extreme Super Mini is a 3-stage voltage. So, and it's got the variable drop height. So, hello, Aaron. All right, guys, have a great day. That's your update.